Welcome everybody out there in the old interwebs. Yes, interwebs. That's an old saying, huh? Let's take a look at the stock market here. Here we're looking at the futures, S&P 500 futures. This is the continuous contract, the E-minis. The market's going to close here in about 10 minutes maybe for the futures. Close at 4. Intraday's already closed. We're looking at the weekly chart here. We'll look at the daily. We'll look at the intraday charts as well for the trades of the day. I said to members last night that I thought today was going to be a green day. Well, when we look at the daily chart, we'll see if I was right. You can see I got a little strategy going on here, so let it play out. Let it do its thing. Going to go lately, kind of going for some bigger moves, a little bit more swing trade rather than a day trade kind of thing. Instead of intraday trade, I got when I see certain activities in the market, sometimes I like to lengthen my trade time period a little bit. So with that comes some strategies that have to be put into place to kind of protect on both, to protect yourself on the stop limit side or stop loss. I use a stop limit, and down here, of course, is me taking profit. So we'll see which one gets there first. Well, I'm looking here at the weekly chart. Let's get started on this. Tomorrow is Friday, so could this get back up to the open of the week, 52.63? Yeah, it could. It could. And then this cancel could end up as a doji. And that would be, not necessarily a sign of strength, but we would definitely have to be cautious about the market, yeah. About it regaining some strength and going up, which would be fine. Just need to be super aware that tomorrow is really actually a really big day in the market to finish off the week, to see whether or not this candlestick stays red. Does it go green? Does it go more red? Tomorrow's a really big day. You can see here on the SMI, things are trying to work its way down. The MACD is trying to pinch. Lots of divergence going on here still. Okay, so far the market still looks weak, but this is challenging that weakness, I would say. The way that this candlestick has retraced back up to near its open here. So we're exactly 20 points, approximately 20 points below its open for the week. So one more day to go. Okay, let's move over to the daily and take a look and see what's going on there. So here on the daily chart, you can see today was a big green candlestick, a range of 84. Didn't quite recoup everything from the previous day, but a really strong move. We can see the SMI is trying to make its way up. Momentum says not so fast. You got work to do if you want to turn this market around. So green day, not surprising, to be honest with you. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, I said to the members that I thought today was going to be a green day. Sure enough, it is. And the data suggests it would be a green day as well. So let's take a look at something really important. I want you to pay attention to this. This is super, super important. Let's count them together. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days prior to today. Okay, this little dot should be up here. All of them sat right on this 52.67 line. Right, so 6 days in a row could not get above this line. That's pretty big, right? I mean, that's very telling that the market has a lot of resistance right there. Remember I talked about resistance. We finally have some type of resistance in the market. Will it hold up? Well, we'll see what tomorrow does. And yes, I have an opinion about tomorrow for the members, so make sure you pay attention to your nightly emails. So we'll see what happens here. 6 days tacking along that line, finishing really almost on that line. Well, I shouldn't say, I'm sorry, didn't finish. This day was way down. This day was way back up. This day was sitting right on the line. This was 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 way down. This one didn't make it back up to the line. See that? So in the grander scheme of things, I would say overall, just for the last 7 trading days, the market has weakened. Yeah, it's slowly weakening here. So there's a big battle between, I call short-term momentum and long-term momentum. Okay. And we'll see which one plays out. There is a cycle low here for April 15th, tax day here in America, which is 4 days away, 4 calendar days away. So since tomorrow's Friday, be the 12th, the 15th would be Monday if I'm calendarizing, like that word, if I'm calendarizing correctly here. There's another cycle low here on April 22nd. It's not quite as clear to me, but it is, I'm going to keep it in there. There's May 8th, the 2nd, and the 16th. And I think this one out here is the biggie for where the cycle low would likely run out of gas. So I could see the price maybe come down a little bit more here. Maybe coming back up. Maybe it tests this. Maybe even gets way up here. It might even hit all-time new highs. Maybe. Whatever. Then back down. Okay, I'm just drawing kind of arbitrary here. Back up like this. One more time down. And then finally, oh, okay, maybe a little something like this. Down again. Okay, it may not actually get all the way down here. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter. I'm not talking about price here. I'm just talking about kind of the flow where I think how this could work out. We might even see this peak move over here instead and get some left-hand translation stuff going on. Okay. And then the market maybe finally run out of gas over here, come somewhere in June, and then taking off and going up to potentially all-time new highs or whatever it's going to do going out into midsummer and into the autumn, and we'll see what happens. Meantime, we gotta trade what's in front of us. So this is resistance 52.67. Tomorrow's, like I said, a really big day. Is it going to be able to crack above this resistance? There's a lot of resistance right here. So tomorrow's pretty big. We'll see what happens there. I'm inclined to think that the 50, 85, 56, 50, 63 number is going to happen at some point, between now and June for sure. So keep that in mind. I think this number down here is going to happen, and probably even lower. How soon? That's a little bit still up in the air. All right, let's take a look at the intraday charts and see what the trades of the day are. This is the 5-minute chart we're looking at here. And I knew last night, I was kind of watching the market overnight, and it was kind of Deadsville. It was slowly kind of came up and losing steam. And I knew I was up kind of early and watched this, and I said, okay. On the hourly chart, my forecast for today being green, when I saw this morning, early morning pre-market, I said, oh yeah, it's going to be a green day. For sure it's going to be a green day. And sure enough, it took off and did its thing here. Let's talk about where the trades of the day really were. And they really showed up on the 5-minute chart really, really well here. I mean, there was an opportunity here if you wanted to take the chance to go a little bit short right there. You could. Made really good. Pretty good trade right there. Today was a two-way trade for sure going on in the market. Lots of opportunity here. This one happened at 7:50. And about a half an hour later or so, whatever it was here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes later, about 30 minutes later, it gave it up. And I would say 52.15, pretty safely down to 51.90. So, man, that is really nice. 25 points. 25 points, yeah. Super nice. Look at this. And this was another amazing trading day. And then right here you get 9:30. You get a get us plus signal again. Gives us the purple candlestick, and it was just off to the races for the rest of the day, which I knew that, I didn't know, but I had decent confidence today was going to be a green day, so there was no reason not to go long here. Just look at this monster day, right? And I'm pretty sure you can catch this somewhere right around here, about 51.95, all the way up to 52.50. You're looking at 55 points pretty comfortably here. Okay, you do the math, that's 80 points today in trading. Absolutely huge day. All right, just a monster day. Another monster day of profitability in the market. Two ways. There was this trade for a pullback, and then a monster long side trade. So you had a short side opportunity and a long side opportunity, just two-way trading going on. This is, as a trader, this is exactly what you want to be seeing going on. You want these opportunities so you can just absolutely capitalize. I mean, it's huge right now. Market's huge. Okay. Really, really nice. And this is literally the only chart you really need to look at today. It was just, my goodness. I mean, it was raining money again today. All right. Let me switch over to something else. We'll take a look at something else real quick. So this is gold, because I also, in addition to streaming the S&P 500 charts, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1 hour to the members, I also stream gold to the members, exact same charts, okay? Has the Giddus Plus indicator on there, as you can see. This is the hourly chart, by the way. It has hourly cycles on here. All right, and just look at this, guys. Look at this. Guys and gals, what are you seeing here? Huh? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Like clockwork. Now, it's not going to always do that, but this has just been absolutely clockwork here. Gold is just, if you're not trading gold, you're missing stuff. I've noticed some members are trading gold, watching this. They're on the streaming charts watching gold. Take advantage of gold, guys. Look, it's almost at 2,400. This is going to go above 2,500 on the daily chart, which we'll look at that in a second. But I just wanted to show the power of cycle analysis plus the Giddus Plus indicator. You know, and of course, we want to be paying attention to rhythms. SMI and the MACD is going to help you stay with the rhythm and the momentum of the market, right? But if you want these hourly cycles and you want to know what's going on, both on the S&P 500 and the gold, become a member. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll show you how to do that, okay? Let's take a look at gold on the daily chart. All right, so here's gold on the daily chart. I mean, look at this monster run. You know, it could run out of gas here a little bit. It's hard to say if it's going to. I mean, it's obviously very elevated. We do have some divergence going here in the daily chart, but gold is just absolutely monster mashing it right now. This was the April 4th low, and you can see it wasn't much, just a little red candlestick. So the next one I have is for April 18th, and I don't see any reason to change these cycles. Considering today is the 11th, probably need to be a little careful here as we approach April 18th. The gold could just stall, not really pull back. Could just give us like a 1 week of red candlestick and off to the races again. Hard to say for sure what gold's going to do, but it is very elevated here on the SMI. Decent amount of elevation here on the MACD. So I'm not saying don't trade gold long, just need to be a little bit careful as we start approaching an area to where I think maybe gold might pull back just a little bit here. And then once it's done pulling back, it may gather up some steam and go again. But I would say a little bit of caution about gold as we approach this April 18th area. Okay. I'm not sure I would short it. I think I would just kind of wait it out. If you're an aggressive trader, you might find some shorts in there if that week is, let's say you get a red week. I'm sorry, this is a red day, my bad. Daily chart. If you're super aggressive, but you know, this market is so strong, shorting just makes no sense to me. Okay, if you want to become a member, that's awesome. There's a discord.com link in the description right below this video. Make sure you read those instructions carefully before you join. Then go ahead and click the discord.com link. It's going to bring you to this Giddus server. Then you click on server shop. It's going to bring you to this page, $7.99. Guys and gals, let me tell you something. If you've been watching my channel at all on YouTube and watching my videos I put out every day, I mean, you see what's going on, right? You see how accurate the cycles are on the daily and the hourly charts. You see that I'm streaming the charts for the members on the S&P 500, which is down here, and gold. So when you join, just click on the stream down here. You're going to get the streaming charts, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1 hour. And you're going to get the same thing for gold. When you join, just ask me, hey, Giddus, where's the link for the gold stream? You can kind of hunt through the I think the member chat and find it. But if you need it, just let me know and I'll give it to you. Also, if you're a new member, ask me about the new members link for the video to new members, whatever. New member video, I'll get it out. Just ask me about the link for that for the new members video, which basically just goes through a little bit, talks about the GITIS Plus indicator and some of the other indicators, how I use them. I think it'll point you in the right direction, get you started on how to extract the most profit out of the membership, okay? I've said it before. I mean, this is so crazy and expensive. Invest in yourself, do 3 months, okay? I mean, can you really get ripped off for $8 a month? I mean, stop worrying about being ripped off for $8, It's like silly money. Yeah, just put it aside. You got to free your mind a little bit. Invest in yourself. Okay, spend $25 for 3 months. Be patient. Don't try to grab the goal at the end of the rainbow kind of thing, because that's just not a good way to go. Hey, learn how to use the membership. I think if you're patient enough, my opinion is you're going to start making some money. Okay, some people trade options, some people trade futures, some do both. All right. Either way, there's so many opportunities in the market right now. But most people, I'm just going to take a brief moment here. Most people have a lot of bias. They either have a bias to trade long or a bias to go short. And this is usually what hurts a trader from extracting the most profit out of the market. They only trade one direction. And this is a big problem with most traders. It's like very, very common. Probably like 90% of traders trade long, or they just trade. Most people trade long. And they'll never trade short because they view it as evil or bad, which is just funny, but whatever. Down is just the same thing as up. It's in the other direction. You shouldn't view it as good or bad. Just view it as opportunity. So I would say that's one of the biggest challenges for new traders or even veteran traders, how they only trade one direction. My experiences with futures is that I can trade both directions, either direction, anytime with relative ease. There's like no problem. And options, of course, let you do that too, but I think options requires a little more planning. A little bit more planning has to go into options to catch the volatility. Where in futures, futures traders don't really need the volatility to be profitable. The volatility helps, of course. So we make huge gains, but with futures, you can still be profitable even on a day with low volatility or medium volatility. Okay, so getting back to the membership, the streaming charts are down here for the S&P 500. Again, you asked me for the link for the gold stream. Whenever the GITIS Plus indicator on those streaming charts indicates that there might be a trade, it sends an alert over to this channel here. So you can just right click on this channel here and turn on notifications. And the same thing with the gold. So you get the streaming charts and the alerts that go with it. And every day I put premium symbols into the premium symbols channel. In fact, I just did that before I started the video today. I think I saw natural gas in there. I think there was some lumber in there, maybe lumber, some other things, some whey. Whey is like a derivative of milk. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many things trade. There's obviously other symbols in there like optionable stocks. There is indexes in there. Hang on 1 second. I got an app here that's restarting because there's some funny business going on. So, okay. Optionable stocks are in there as well as industries. So that's something you might want to look at as well. Yeah, a lot of symbols in there. So take a look at that. GITIS only posts. This is where I put this link to this video that I'm doing right now every day. So you can go in there, you can watch the video right in this channel, or it'll take you to YouTube. Either way, it's your choice. Also, I post in there every night when the nightly email goes out. Okay, so you might want to right click on this one and turn notifications on for that as well. And speaking of nightly emails, when you join, put your email into this emails only channel. I'll pick it up and you're going to get it every night, Monday through Thursday. You get the daily chart of the S&P 500 with the daily cycles on there, the support lines on there, and the support and resistance lines are on there. And of course the cycles are on there, the daily cycles. All right. A lot. And then I give it at least 2 or 3 sentences, maybe a paragraph of my opinion, but I think that next day is going to do. A lot of people just join just for the email. They like the email. Of course, a lot of people want the streaming charts and the email. So, whatever, you can do one or both. Okay, solar activity. Yeah, I keep track of this every day. And I've been talking about this lately, how I forecasted earthquakes. And I forecasted about maybe 2-3 weeks ago now. Maybe 3 weeks back, I forecast there was going to be an increased probability of earthquakes. And sure enough, we got a whole slew of earthquakes that came in. And that was because the relationship between the sun and the earth, and how earthquakes are generated by the intensity of the solar flux coming from the sun. And of course, don't tell seismologists that, they'll rebuke it, but whatever, I don't really care. The fact is, I predicted earthquakes. I didn't know where, but I did predict there would be earthquakes on the earth, and I said there'd be 6.5 or greater. And that's exactly what happened. We had a 6.4 and a 6.5 in the South Pacific. Then we had a 7.5 in Taiwan. We even had an earthquake in New Jersey, which is kind of unusual here in the United States. And then I think we had 1 or 2 decent-sized earthquakes in Japan. They were down, I think, right around 6 or high 5s. So a lot of earthquakes happened in the last 3 to 4 weeks because of what happened with the sun, and there was a big peak in the solar flux. So basically, you had solar flux came in like this, and it went down. What tends to happen is earthquakes start to happen up here near the peak, and then they really start to happen down here as the peak falls off. You might see a lot of earthquakes down in this area as the solar flux falls off and comes down, because the earth releases a lot of the energy it was stored up from the sun hitting it for, how many ever days or weeks, and then it finally releases that energy, and we get earthquakes. And people think that's nuts, and they think that's not possible. But if it's not possible, then how did I predict it? So anyway, the point is, I do track this because it affects the earth, not just in the earthquakes, but also affects human behavior, including the markets. Okay, so that's why I track it. I do fixed income once in a while. If that happens, it's usually corporate bonds. I only do that occasionally. And then these 2 channels up here are just member chat. So just think about this. Everything in this rectangle is members only. The public doesn't get access to any of this. All right. So you think about everything you're getting for this $7.99. You're getting the gold, just the S&P 500 and gold streaming charts, right? You're getting the alerts for both. Getting premium symbols. You're getting video, Monday through Thursday video for recap of the market. And if I think there's something really, really big going on in the morning, I'll even put out a morning video. Occasionally I do that. Okay, you get nightly emails, get me tracking solar activity, and of course you've got member chat. And if you have support issues, put it in member chat. Usually it's just, hey, I'm not getting an email, and then I go check to see what's happening. Discord once in a while is forcing people to change their handles because Discord's making things difficult for people with their handles. They have some change that they made in the last couple months, which was really stupid. And it was a really bad decision by them, but whatever, we got to deal with it for now. In a case that means you don't get the email. If your name gets changed, just let me know that you didn't get an email, and I'll take care of it. It's no big deal. So that's everything you get for the membership. Take advantage of it, because like I said, I think this membership is going to grow dramatically. Profits are just absolutely rolling in. I don't mean from the membership. Yes, I do make some money on the membership, but I make most of my money trading. But I think the membership's going to grow. I think people see the value in this membership. They know that money's being made. There's traders that are in this membership are making good money. I mean, you see the videos every day. If you're waiting on the sidelines, I don't know what you're waiting for. And I think this membership's going to grow. And if I have to hire somebody part-time to come in and manage the Discord chat and do support and all that stuff, then I may have to increase the price. So take advantage of it while you can, okay? Let's talk about the rules. You got to read the rules. If you don't read the rules and you violate the rules, that's your fault, okay? So when you join, read the rules. In here's the refund rules. In here is the disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I only give my opinion. Everything on this server, no matter who's saying it, me or anybody else, and then also in the videos, is strictly for educational purposes only, all right? I do not give financial advice, all right? No financial advice is implied. You're responsible for your own trades, okay? And I gotta say that, okay, guys and gals, because this is what we have to do in today's world, all right? Yes, in my opinion, the service is going to help you become a better trader, but ultimately you're responsible for your own trades, okay? Also, there is rules in there about be nice, be respectful in the server. Okay, I'm a Christian. This server is a conservative server, right? It's a conservative environment. If you're a leftist or a Democrat or whatever, you don't come here and spew your junk on my server, because I'm going to confront you. You're going to get challenged immediately. I'm going to remove the content, okay? And yeah, you can join, no problem. Just don't bring your stuff here on this server. And don't post any nasty links or dirty foul language or any of that stuff. I won't tolerate it. All right. So if you just come here with a little bit of humility and you're nice and friendly, we're going to get along great. If you start with the ego stuff or you're leftist garbage, no. You're going to get warned one time. I'll remove the content. You're going to get warned. If you do it again, you're going to get kicked. If it gets bad enough, I'll ban you. And that's going to be your fault. Because remember, read the rules and make sure you understand the refund rules. All right. And I got to say all these things because, like I've said before, and I say it every day, there's always one or two people that come in with they have egos on their, like a badge on their shoulder, you know, and they come in here and they try to tell everybody how they run their lives, and they think they're the greatest thing ever. And look at me, I'm a great trader. And I'm like, look, that isn't going to work here. If you're a great trader, why aren't you running your own business? Why are you coming to my service? If you're a millionaire or 100,000-aire or whatever, okay, and you're making so much money, you're the greatest thing ever, start your own service. Okay, prove to everybody you're a great trader. I might even join the service myself if you're really that good at it. Okay, but usually that's not the case. Really, usually what behind the scenes is, it's just a bunch of ego, and they make some good trades once in a while, but they never talk about their losses. That's usually the real truth. All right, so don't bring your garbage here. Just be nice, be respectful, okay? All right, I think that pretty much covers it. It's been an awesome time in trading. And the profitability has been through the, just like, I can't even put words to how good it's been. Between S&P 500 and gold, and I'm sure there's some of my members trade NASDAQ. Okay, the Natty DAQ as I call it. I don't trade it. It's not quite as efficient. It's more expensive to trade it, so I don't touch it. I prefer to trade S&P 500. But it doesn't really matter. Whatever you think you're good at, go do your thing. Use the service to your advantage. It's there, you guys and gals, for you to use. I keep it inexpensive at $7.99 because I used to be that small little retail trader. I know what it's like to have to trade micro futures, one contract at a time, or trade these, only can trade like one options contract or something. I remember what it was like to be like that. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I keep it cheap, so retail traders have a chance to come in and grow their account and hopefully take their life to the next level, right? All right, that's it, everybody. I hope everybody had a great day in trading. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to all real soon again next time.